Africans came to Trinidad from West Africa. They did not come here as slaves. They came here as indentured workers, free people with their own money. And they bought a large piece of land here, and they called it Freetown. Yeah, we came to be in this particular iteration as musicians. Started off in the university and realized that we both had an affinity for songwriting and for creating together, and came together to create Freetown. We are literally a family. What grounds us is that we love each other.
In addition to being a family, we are a tribe. We know that together we could accomplish a lot more than if we were to go our separate ways. You could find all the colorful words to describe the type of music that we make, but by virtue of where we are from, we are Calypsonians.
Find peace anywhere you come from. Coulda up, you coulda down. Blessings on my nation.
I hope when people hear our music and they feel our music, that it feels like a spiritual experience on all levels. So the most amount of joy you could feel, and if you need to feel the sadness that living in your body and living in yourself, then you feel that sadness as deeply as you can. Freedom for me is to be completely devoid of fear.
We have a phrase that we say, free the people, free the town. And essentially that means if we create the environment for people to feel free, then they will bring the freedom that we all desire.
Well, here's a little glimpse there into Freetown, and they join us on set this morning. Well, at least in part.
Say they?
In part. Well, I here too, and Lou here too, so they join us.
1, 2, or 3 are gathered.
himself told himself it's going to be an interesting morning. Good morning, Mr. Lyons.
Good morning, Mr. Rojas. How are you?
Alive and well, and yourself?
I'm great. Morning, Kimberly.
Good morning, Lou. How are you?
I'm great
Happy
too.
New Year, by the way. This is the first time I'm seeing you for the New Year.
When do we stop saying Happy New Year? I mean, I'm appreciative.
When I stop seeing you for the first time. So this is the first and final New Year that you're going to get.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank
too,
you. Ruckus is dying in the corner.
That's the one how you're doing, boy.
I get to know.
I see you dress up like a sailor plenty this year. You're all over social media and you're dressed like a sailor. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that?
This is going to be the first carnival that I am really involving myself as a participant, and I needed to find a reason to do that. I needed to ground myself into it, and what better way than through traditional mass? And I identify as a sailor for many reasons.
Tell us some of the reasons, please. I'm interested to know.
All right, let me find some PG ones.
Wow.
Part of the character of a sailor is the duality of his character. Work hard, play harder. Right. Sense of duty, but sense of total enjoyment when it's time. And Rojas know very well that's me. You know? Apart from the look, I really like the look of honor and the regal nature of it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Interesting. Nice.
All right, and joining us on set as well this morning, we have Mr. Mohammed Muakil, and he's not dressed as a sailor. What are you dressed as?
A national flag.
Use the
Use the
microphone
mic,
when you
please.
talk.
A national flag.
You're dressed as a national flag.
I also have some white hair to add to the aesthetic.
Jesus.
Good morning,
I'm
Trinidad and
afraid to
Tobago.
ask why. I'm afraid to ask why.
Let's do this,
Right.
boy, you know.
Mohammed,
We're
good
matching,
morning. I
actually.
realize,
Yeah.
great minds. But why are you dressed in red and black this morning?
Tell the truth.
because
Tell the truth.
I didn't sleep home last
Wow. As honest as we can possibly get here on the Now Morning Show. Love it. You heard it first, TNT. He did not sleep home.
The first release that
Jeez.
Freetown Collective gave us was a collaboration with Mecca Teja, and it's called Mass, right? And Mass come again. Lou is clearly playing Mass, but Lou, this Mass that you're playing, I'm curious as to why not just save it for Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Why are you playing it all now?
Because it's me. And I don't need 2-3 days to do that or to be that. And you would see through during the year too.
Okay, so there's a whole year thing. You just a sailor now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. Mohammed, tell me about the collaboration with you and Teja. How was that process?
It was a real beautiful process. He's an amazing writer, amazing producer as well with Tano. It was a seamless process, really. You know, we had the song there. They had the majority of the melody and the writing, and we came in and just added the little touches on top of it, changes some of the writing, but it was a seamless and real beautiful process.
And the topic mass, I mean, is not something that Freetown is accustomed singing about. You know, we hear about love, we hear about heartbreak, we hear about experiences and all those other things. But mass is, and carnival is not something that we know Freetown for being, except for Feel the Love, which is, but still a love song.
Mass is all of that in one. All of that we just talk about there. Carnival is all of that in one. It's just we had to discover the thing inside the thing. And now we inside the thing.
And now we inside the thing. But I want to hear about a thing that's coming up, because I know you're all having a show in February.
That's right.
So tell us about that thing that you're having in February.
12th, Sunday, February the 12th. We basically creating a festival experience for people to allow you to see artists that you may not see on the bigger stages during Carnival, but you may know, especially for the people from diaspora who coming home. So we have a lot of different artists that we will be announcing over the next couple of weeks as we lead up.
You can tease 2 or 3 at least, Mohammed.
I will say. Is the boss here? I can't just, yeah.
Lou, tell me, at least 2 or 3. Let the people know what they could expect in February.
Well, we will be performing mass, so Michael will be there for
right,
sure.
that's what I'm talking about, yes.
So I give you that one.
That's 2. That's 2 already. That's Freetown and Michael. We sure about the 2 of them. But the theme of it is Welcome to Freetown.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So the previous iteration of that show during the Carnival season would have been Free the Carnival. And now, I would say since the success of Feel the Love, we have been given the privilege and the opportunity to really study our culture and find ourselves and where we are in it. So the statement of Welcome to Freetown is welcome to how we have now learned to experience our culture, how we are making space to be traditional but current, be ourselves, and encouraging others to find who they are in the culture and bring that to the show as well. So there's a personality quiz that you could take.
I have seen it. Which carnival character are you? Or something like Boko Jambi and that kind of thing. I've seen that. Not yet, but I will. But I really have a question, because I know that, okay, you had this song with Marshall, you have this song with Mikal, and of course you did the collaboration with Private Ryan. Now, Freetown has always had a following, but now you open yourself to more people knowing about Freetown. Was that on purpose, or did it just happen because of the collaboration? I mean, it's a kind of chicken and egg kind of scene. How did that happen?
A little bit of both, you know.
Yeah.
But I think less so thinking, I want more people to know who I am, and more, I want to express myself in a wider way.
Yeah.
And then everything else kind of came with it, which comes with its own level of responsibility and its own challenges mentally and, you know, all other.
What are some of the challenges?
Yeah, so going on these stages, going on soca stages, they're very unforgiving. They're not the stages that we're accustomed to, right? As musicians, we're much more accustomed to going on stages. People come to hear the music.
Yeah.
You know, they're in a different state of mind, a different state of spirit. Yeah. We go on those stages now, and these people, they're like, hey, impress me. Let me hear what you have to say. And you're alongside giants, right? You're alongside people who are seasoned performers in that arena. You know what I mean? It's much more gladiator work than it is, you know, ringleader.
Yeah.
Well, probably both at the same time. A soca artist is a hell of a beast. So becoming that beast and also not losing yourself in the process, going into that environment that is that arena and not losing yourself in the process. That was the major challenge.
But do you like it, and do you see yourself moving forward in that same vein?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I remember meeting Pat Bishop for the first time, and that time we were probably doing music for about a couple months, and she asked me if I ever played mass or if I ever played Juve, and I said no. And she said, well, who gave you permission to speak on behalf of our people? And that question sat on my chest for many years, and now I understand what she meant. There's an energy that vibrates during that space at that time that is part of the truth of who we are. And if we are intending to be artists to tell the truth, then we have to tell that part of the truth too.
People oftentimes put that truth as debauchery. Like they say, you know, it's just slackness and it's just wildness. So where does Freetown find a space inside of that wildness?
Yeah, if you stand from the outside with your biases and stuff, which I had many of because of how I grew up, that's what it's going to present to you. Because in a way, the culture actually don't want you to understand it if you don't drop your guard. It's not just gonna be like, hey, look all my wisdom and look all my no. Oh, you just seen me for that? Okay, well, right, stay there. You wouldn't understand. Of course it is.
Yeah.
You understand? So now, if you take the chance to step towards it and to actually look into what goes on, and you realize that there's this whole ecosystem of spirituality and everything else that you could possibly imagine that exists around this thing and inside this thing, and it's a whole swirling vortex. People take what they want. But that's not to say that you have to take what people take or give what people give. You know what I mean?
Nice. So one of the things that you've given us is a second song for this season, produced with Sheriff produced the song, and it is called Mighty People. It resembles a power soca song. Is that intentional?
You real wicked. It resembles a power soca. It is a power soca. All the rockers only hated on the song, why? Because it has a different format. It's not the exact format as all normal power soca. But we are mad scientists. We are experimenters. We here to experiment and add more to the culture at the risk even of failing or flopping at times, which we have not yet and will not. You understand?
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So tell me about Mighty People, Lou.
Yeah, it's 160 BPM, so let's start there. It is a power soca.
You just want to make sure
yeah,
that
let me just clear the air. Not no resembling nothing. I something resembling a Rasta. Don't answer that. Don't answer. So the production includes myself, Sheriff, and Kyle from Bajan Republic. Kyle Phillips from Bajan Republic. Also, it features the lovely vocals of the Freetown Trinity, our supporting vocalists, but also the Bishop Anesti School Choir. So big up to Daffy Padmore and the Hilarians.
Nice.
Hilarious.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up the show here and, of course, give Freetown a chance to be able to perform the Mighty People for you. And you can definitely sit back and enjoy it. I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire. And if together we perspire, then together we can definitely achieve. On behalf of Kimberly D'Souza, I'm Ruckus, wishing you a fantastic day. Freetown Collective, let me go up, you mighty people. Wake up, wake up.
Yeah. Good morning, Trinidad. Good morning, the Caribbean. Up you mighty people. Up you mighty, up you mighty, up you mighty people. Feel it down in your feet. What version is that? Up you mighty. Woo! Put your hand up to the sky. Mama, don't ask why. In these dark and lonely times, we go turn the tide. If you're looking for a sign, turn and look inside of you. Your body is a temple, your sweat is holy water. Every move you're making is praise unto the Master, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause you're powerful, powerful, inside, outside, wonderful, magical, beauty, can't hide me and you, never lose, trust me, can't lie, upful, till the day we die, whoa, powerful, yeah, up my beautiful people, full of wonder, wonderful, whoa, powerful, yeah. Beautiful people, full of wonder, wonderful. Up you mighty people, up you mighty people, up you mighty, up you mighty, up you mighty people, up you mighty people, up you mighty people, up you mighty, up you mighty, up one more time go. Up you mighty people, up you mighty people, up you mighty, up you mighty, up you mighty people, up you mighty people, go up, you mighty people, go up, you mighty, go up, go up, you mighty people.
Let the world know that we coming through, coming from the south of the archipelago.
We have what?
We have soul and colorful food, so but them mashing up we go.